right, y'all. So, just heard a rumor that Snape is going to get a recast of new Harry Potter HBO series. Why do you think that they're going to recast? Do you think it's because of all the pushback they've been getting over the last couple months? If they are going to recast, who do you think they'd go for? I would love to see Adam Driver play the part. I think this is right up his alley. But at the same time, how many actors and actresses really want to sign up for a 10-year show? So I can't see them getting a huge name. Once again, this is just a rumor, and when I get more details, I will update you guys on this topic. Do you think this needs to change? Or are we good with it?
What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. Let's talk about this situation with Black Snape. There's a rumor currently floating around right now that Paapa Essiedu might be sacked as Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter series. You can see on this post on Harry Potter News. Somebody had put this out on the DA's office at the end of the show, right as the show was ending. Said, hey, DA, Clownfish TV said that Paapa Essiedu is going to get sacked as Snape. And then there's some more information and rumors floating around there. You know, what do you know about it? And I was like, I ain't heard about this. So I watched videos, a couple of videos. I looked into it. Nobody seems to really believe this is really the case. It is just a rumor, as it says here. This is just a rumor. Nothing is confirmed yet. And it's also been reposted up. It was posted on the Daily Harry Potter, which is a much bigger site. This has 317,000 followers. And they bring a lot of information around Harry Potter every single day. They posted this exact same thing up. And then this also, Harry Potter Universe, says there's a rumor floating out there that Paapa Essiedu, who was cast to play Snape in the Harry Potter TV series, may be recast and will not play Snape anymore. This has not been confirmed and is just a rumor as of now. I hope this rumor ends up being true and that they cast someone else who actually looks like Snape. He goes on to say, from what I've heard, Essiedu is a fantastic actor, but he does not resemble Snape at all, which is a massive problem. While watching the series, I personally would not be able to convince myself that he is Snape because there is no resemblance to how Snape is described in the books, and that's a big issue considering how important Snape's role is in the story. Yeah, I mean, that's a major issue. We've been talking about it forever and a day. The folks over there at HBO and Warner Brothers, I don't know if they're listening. I'm pretty sure they've heard all of the uproar, because they're locking comments off on Instagram. They won't let anybody talk to us about it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bad idea. If they go forward and keep Paapa Essiedu as Severus Snape and they don't recast him, I mean, I think that's pretty much done for the series. I don't think this series gets off the ground. As a self-proclaimed Potterhead, all right, I don't think this thing works unless you actually cast this thing appropriately. This isn't some revisionist history. This is supposed to be as book accurate as possible. So why would you even think remotely of casting this guy as Severus Snape? It makes absolutely no sense. Now, where does this rumor come from? I think the rumor is just coming from Harry Potter fans that are hoping like hell to get the attention of Warner Brothers and HBO and to tell these guys, hey, pull the plug before it's too late. A lot of people are not going to watch this series. And honestly, you need the fan base. You need the Harry Potter fan base to be 120% behind this show. A lot of people didn't even want the show, but if you said, all right, it's going to be a little bit more book accurate than what we got in the movies, a lot of fans were willing to tolerate that. A lot of fans would say, all right, let's go ahead and see what they could do because we'll get things that we didn't get in the movies, all right? Like Peeves, for instance, I've been wondering, like, when are they going to announce the casting of Peeves? Are they going to announce the casting for Peeves? They really need to fix Snape first. This is one of the pivotal characters in the entire series. Maybe the third or fourth or fifth most important character in the series behind Harry, Dumbledore, and Voldemort himself. Like, you really need to get this character right. So if you decide to continue forward with Paapa Essiedu, this thing is already dead before he even starts. So I think, honestly, a lot of the fan sites like this one in Harry Potter News and the Daily Harry Potter, and then you got this one, which was Harry Potter Universe. I think a lot of these cats are like, hey, look, we need to get all behind recasting Severus Snape, Paapa Essiedu. We got to get him out of here. And I think they're just going to keep this energy up. It's like, yeah, I think I've heard some news, man. I think this guy is gone. And boy, wouldn't that be something? We would all cheer that one. I think you're going to get a lot of these fan sites out there really promoting the idea that this character just needs to be recast. That's it. That's all. Yeah, like, read some of these comments from some of these people. This would be a great course correction. Note hate in the actor, but the casting isn't clearly his. This guy says, make him Kingsley Shacklebolt. Where's the source? Yeah, people are wondering, like, where'd y'all get that from? All right, where's this coming from? And it's coming out of the thin blue sky. You can't find it anywhere. I've looked. There's no truth to this rumor whatsoever, at least as far as I can see. This would be the greatest change since they fixed Sonic the Hedgehog in the movies. Yeah, everybody wants Adam Driver. I guess I can see it. I wouldn't have a big issue with it, but I don't think Adam Driver, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Like, would he want to step away from his film career to dedicate the next, like, 8 to 10 years of his life to Harry Potter? I mean, it wouldn't be a bad career move, all right? Might get some of the stink of Kylo Ren off his shelf. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. His films haven't necessarily been doing that good either. So it's a possibility Adam Driver might go ahead and decide, hey, you know what? If y'all open it up, I'm diving right in, all right? The fans seem to want it. I don't have a problem with it. You're already cast an American as Dumbledore, so it's not like there's the whole British thing anymore. People seem to want this cast. I wouldn't have a problem with it. And look at this one. I like this one. Outside of the box thinking, okay? He should play Firenze and Kingsley Shacklebolt. One CGI role and one face role. Not bad. Not bad. Because Firenze, he shows up, I think, in the first 2 for sure. All right? He shows up in the first 2 books for sure. And then, he has a big part to play in 5. Along with Shacklebolt. There's a lot that you could do with some of these ideas. Hey, Max Squig, good call, man. Because you don't want to just wipe him off the project completely. You don't want to just pull the plug and say, all right, man, look, I guess I ain't going to get to play this character. Because I thought, hey, is there a possibility that this guy walks away? All right. Paapa Essiedu, I'm talking about. They're not going to fire him. All right. They don't want the optics of firing him. All right. That's going to be bad. Oh, you guys fired the black man after you succumbed to the mob. Wow, HBO, how cowardly of you. You would hear all of that shit. Regardless of the fact that every Harry Potter fan that I know and everybody that you probably know says we don't want him. Nevertheless, if they fired Paapa Essiedu with Snape, there would be all kinds of backlash. But what if he came out and said, you know what? To be book accurate, I want to do what's right by the fans. I've heard the backlash. I've heard the outcry. I don't want to ruin this series for millions and millions of Harry Potter fans all over the world. I'm going to go ahead and fall back. They have suggested that they offered me the role of Kingsley Shacklebolt or maybe Firenze or somebody else. It's like they've offered me these other roles. I'm going to go ahead and take those roles, and I look forward to seeing who's going to be the new Snape. Do you know how much love this guy would get in the Harry Potter universe? Oh my God, this dude would immediately become everybody's favorite actor on the show. He would be praised worldwide if he did something like that. Everybody would throw their arms around him and say, bro, you saved the series for all of us. All right. Take the Firenze role. Take Kingsley Shacklebolt. Hell, play all of them. Play Dean Thomas or whoever. Play all the black people. We don't care. They can de-age you or some shit. But at the end of the day, he can't be Snape. All right. He just can't be Snape. There's no 2 ways to this. There's no wiggle room. There's no way around this. If he's Snape, the series is dead. It is what it is, man. You can't cast people like this. This is absolutely retarded. He should be recasted. The actor they chose, he is an excellent actor, bloody great, but HBO screwed up when they promised to stick to the books. If they had wrote that they were doing their own spin, people would have expected this casting. Yet, I feel bad for him that they even gave him the option to be this character. I agree. Again, he should not play Snape. You could do a lot with them, but you can't do Snape. Snape is the last character, all right? He'll be a perfect Shacklebolt, and I've said this in the past. I 100% agree. If this rumor is true, then I will be totally behind it. Paapa is a fantastic actor, and it would be a waste of his talent to be miscast. Hey, I don't know if there's any truth to this rumor, if there's any rumblings behind the scene, if HBO and Warner Brothers and Paapa Essiedu and the creators of this show are all talking and saying, hey, is there any way we could back out of this gracefully? Is there any way we could get out of this? In my opinion, the best thing to do, Paapa Essiedu, if you're watching, I know you're not, but if you are watching, hey, you would be the biggest hero to all Harry Potter fans worldwide. If you said, you know what, I'm going to fall back on this one. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a different role, Firenze, I actually think that's actually not a bad idea. Let them play 2 roles, give them 2 paychecks. Why not? And then on top of that, you can play Kingsley in the later books. And I mean, everybody would throw their arms around this dude. They would throw a parade for him, man. Harry Potter fans would never stop praising this man's name. Paapa Essiedu, I'm telling you right now, that's the move. All right, that's the move. And Otherwise, this whole series goes up in flames. Nobody's going to watch it. Harry Potter fans will condemn it, all right, with every fiber of their being. You're talking about one of the biggest fan bases on the globe right now, and they would be condemning this series and you for being in this series and not stepping away. I think he needs to step away. That's just my opinion. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Look, if this dude decides, hey, you know what? I'm outro, all right? I'm outro. I'm not going to do it. I decided against it. You know, I decided that it's not worth it. I want the Harry Potter fans to enjoy the series. I want this to be a home run for HBO. I want everybody to enjoy it. If he made that decision, bruh, you're talking about one of the biggest, most outstanding moves in the history of Hollywood and acting. I would have a newfound respect for his acting. I ain't never seen him act, but him as a man and an actor, I would have a lot of respect for him for falling back and deciding to take one for the franchise. And look, I think the series would be an absolute success if he did. If not, it's already dead before it even starts. All right. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.